Hello everyone and welcome back to Lucky15 where I'll be giving you my each way Lucky15 predictions for tomorrow's horse racing action as usual here on the channel. It was quite a disappointing weekend if I'm not going to lie. It was not very good. We only had one place in the end. It nearly won the place horse. It was just Wee Charlie, which was my nap at Catterick. Was running on quite well and then Mr. Sundowner at 16 to 1 came storming home with just Wee Charlie at the end and managed to just pip him on the line. So that was kind of disappointing there. At Newbury, our selections, in my opinion, were frankly outclassed. My Dreamboat we selected, there was a lot of market support for that horse, and at one point I thought it got slightly impeded and got blocked, but I think it probably wouldn't have won the race or maybe not have even placed anyway, so that was kind of a disappointing selection. Staxton we selected for Tim Easterby. He was probably outclassed on the day. It was a nice win in that race by, I think it was James Garfield, so that'd be interesting to see there if he goes on to stud like they say he will. Also as well, the other horse we backed was Judicial, who, same kind of story, was probably just outclassed on the day. And unfortunately, on Lucky Loaders 15 anyway, it wasn't a great day. On the Load a Lot, that's a few horses that we select that you might want to check out on Twitter. That's where we upload it. We just give you a few horses that might run well. We had Silver Ghost, which wasn't a bad performance there. Managed to place. It's currently a co-favourite, I think, in the end. It was 8 to 1, so that wasn't a bad selection there. Tours nearly ran a good race, placing, and our other selection didn't run very well. So all in all, it wasn't a great day on Saturday. Sorry for not making a vlog for today, but I did put a tweet up giving you a couple of horses that I thought might run well. They didn't really run well, if I'm honest. It was quite disappointing. We had Juliet Foxtrot that we backed at Nace. That wasn't a great performance there. And then we had a horse called De Gooch at Uttoxeter, which went off at 25 to 1 in the end. And I thought, when it was running, I thought it had a chance, but it clearly wasn't meant to be, and it was Midnight Shot that won that race, and it's annoying because I've done Midnight Shot before when it's won for me at some nice prices, but that was a nice performance by that horse there. And like I said, it wasn't the greatest weekend we've had for a while, so hopefully we can bounce back this week. I'll be giving some predictions for tomorrow's horse racing action. Also as well, we're going to upload a load a lot tomorrow, so that'll probably go up mid-morning, so check out our Twitter feed there for those selections. But our each way Lucky 15 for tomorrow's horse racing action sees us kick off in the 2 o'clock at Leicester, and the horse that we've gone for here is a horse that we've actually backed before on the channel and has done okay for us, where it was actually last time out this horse ran for us. We selected it and it came second at 10 to 1 at Brighton, and the horse that we're going for tomorrow is a horse called Queen of Kalahari. Now for this race tomorrow, it's 5 to 1 with bookmakers at the moment. It's trained by Charles Hills, and PJ McDonald will be taking the ride tomorrow, and I thought this horse had strong claims to put a good effort in this race tomorrow. I thought 5 to 1 wasn't a bad each way price. It's a previous course winner at Leicester, so that will bode it in good stead. Also as well, it's coming off a good run where I thought they got the tactics more spot on. I think this horse needs to be ridden prominently, and if they can do that tomorrow, I thought it had a very good chance. Also as well, it will stay the trip of 6 furlongs. It's won over 6 furlongs before, and also as well, it handles some cut in the ground and has won on soft ground before at Leicester, so I thought that wasn't an issue for it tomorrow, and I thought all in all, with all those solid claims helping it, I thought it had a good chance of 5 to 1 tomorrow. So that's the first horse I'm giving you there tomorrow. We then go to the 340, staying at Leicester, and we're going for a horse called Willytheconqueror, currently 7 to 1 with bookmakers at the moment, trained by Willie Muir, and Martin Dwyer will take the ride tomorrow. Now this horse is off a mark now of 94, where it has been rated in the lower 100s recently. It's been climbing down through the weights and the handicap marks, and I think now it's found a race where it should do a lot better in this kind of class and against this opposition. It's rated probably one of the more highly horses in the race, and I thought 7 to 1 tomorrow. This should be the kind of mark now where I think it's well handicapped to hopefully bounce back and put in a good performance. It's been quite frustrating to back for quite a while now. It hasn't run a good race for a while, like I say, but doesn't mind the ground as well. It has won on soft and heavy ground before, so that's not a main concern for me there. I just think now, hopefully, they found the right level for this horse at the current time, and hopefully, I thought a 7-1, that wasn't a bad price to see this horse in the mix tomorrow. Now we go over to Ireland tomorrow, where they've got a combo of jumps and flat action on the card at Roscommon, and we go to the 355, which is probably actually the best or one of the better races on all day tomorrow in Britain and Ireland. And in the 355 here, we're going for my Longshot and Nap all in one combo, and the horse that we're going for here is Rosie Alice, currently 16-1. We're bookmakers at the moment, trained by Seaburns, and Philip Emright would be taking the ride tomorrow. I thought this was an interesting contender tomorrow. It won very nicely last time at Kilbeggan in a beginner's chase, and it beat a horse that day called Penny Jane, who I rate quite highly actually, and actually put in not a bad performance again at last time out, finishing third, which I believe was at Downpatrick. And like I said, I was a bit frustrated that Penny Jane wasn't ridden a bit more prominently. I just think tactics have let her down in that race, because I think that horse will win sooner rather than later. I still stand by it now, but it was a good performance again by Penny Jane last time out, so the form is holding up a little bit here. Also as well, Rosie Alice won quite well that day at Kilbeggan, and I thought there was a lot more to come. And actually the market favourite, I think it's called Montana Belle of Henry de Bromhead, actually beat Penny Jane in that race last time out, so I thought it could really at 16-1 be quite overpriced, and I thought it definitely could make the frame tomorrow, and I thought 16-1 wasn't a bad each way price. Also as well, it's only still 6 years old, so it can still improve, and I thought tomorrow this could run a good race. It also will relish the conditions as well. It likes a softer ground, and I thought 16-1 was a good each way shout there. So that's my Nap and my Longshot for tomorrow in the 355 at Roscommon. I then give you my last selection tomorrow for my each way Lucky 15, and the horse that we go for here is at Leicester in the 515 with a horse called Waves, currently at 6-1 with bookmakers at the moment. Trained by Eve Johnson Horton, who we've backed a few times, I would say, on the channel now. We've backed her quite a lot recently. I remember back in Ice Age for her and a couple of other horses as well, and she's had a very strong year, getting lots of winners, and I think it's one of the best years, if not the best year, she's ever had since she's been a trainer, which I believe is about 10 years I read recently. So she's had a very good year, like I said, and tomorrow Tom Queally will be taking the ride tomorrow, who's a good experienced jockey. Waves tends to like these conditions as well. He likes the softer ground, he likes a bit of cut and ease in the ground, and I thought 6-1 tomorrow, he was not a bad way shout there. This horse as well has been running quite consistently of late. It's still off a mark of 67, which I think there could be a little bit of improvement still for this horse to take a step forward to improve tomorrow, and I thought it was one of the most likely contenders to make the frame in this race tomorrow, and I thought 6-1 was quite a fair each way price if we were going on that statistic there. So that's my selections for tomorrow on our each way Lucky 15. I hope we have a good day tomorrow, because like I say, it's been a bit disappointing recently. We haven't had a few winners on a day anyway for a while. We've just had like the one or two recently, but we haven't had a series of winners like we did about 3 months ago now, I think, when we had all 4 winners up on our each way Lucky 15, which was the best day we've ever had here. But we've had some good days along the way. We've had a few trebles and we've had quite a few doubles, and we've had a few trebles as well. But like I said, we haven't really had anything to write home about recently. So hopefully we can have a good day tomorrow and have a good week as well. Also as well, please subscribe to our YouTube channel here at Lucky15. I now have started my master's degree in sports broadcast journalism, and hopefully now I'll be learning better skills and even be getting more confident, and hopefully we can improve the technology side of this channel, like maybe get some graphics up on these videos sometime soon where I'll be able to film maybe on a real camera instead of just my iPhone. So that's something I definitely want to improve there, so please subscribe If you haven't done so already, please check us out on Twitter at LuckyLoaders15, where, like I say, you can follow us with our load a lot, the horses that we select that might do okay, might be worth doing an each way bet or just doing a single bet as a win. So check that out as well. We'll also post about relevant horse racing content as well, so check us out there if you don't already. Also as well, please gamble responsibly. Don't want you losing too much money on my horse racing selections. So yeah, that's all about I've got to say really. So hopefully you have a good day tomorrow, and we'll be seeing you soon.